What'd you find, baby?
Ready for it?
I am. Whoa, that's gorgeous. Hello.
Hi there.
We are back up at Lake Erie, or the Erie Sea, as I call it sometimes.
It is. It is.
The Erie Sea.
Yeah, but it looks like there's some people down there today. I'm getting here a little bit late. And, well, late for us, but it's pretty early in the day. A little colder than last week. We don't see any ice yet.
No, there's no ice. It looks like pretty much everything is melted, so that's nice. But we're hoping to find some good things today to show you all.
Sam says she's gonna find a red.
That's just what I had flash across my mind.
See?
So, I'd like to find some marbles.
There you go. She lost her marbles.
You lost your marbles.
I did lose my marbles. We'll see you down at the beach.
So we just made it down to the beach. There's like hundreds of seagulls over there. And a bunch of turkey vultures up there. And Walt's already down by the beach. Here's our first find of the day and first blue nuggie of the day.
Just picked up this nice little purple piece. Not so little. We now have buckets of this stuff. I'm gonna do a gardening project with it.
Here's a beautiful piece of aqua. It's all rounded, nice big gemmy.
I do want to see what you found. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. That's perfect. Beautiful find, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Nice. Yay. We're on a pretty nice gravel bar right now. Finding all kinds of little pieces, nothing too big. A little chilly out here. Here's Samantha. She's finding all kinds of fun things. A couple other people out today. Pretty calm day for Erie. Little lighthouse in the background, break wall. Such a beautiful beach.
It looks like we have a little piece of milk glass here. That is definitely what that is. Here's a piece of urbanite that Walt collects. It's a good size. Another nice rounded clear.
Tiny little shell I just found. We collect them. Of course, we have a jar full of them. We have a jar full of everything. Just found a piece of black and purple slag right next to that shell I just found. It's just everywhere. Here's a piece. Another piece of purple. Another piece of purple. This gravel bar is just filled with it. Oh, here's a beautiful brown gem. The stones are dry, so it's hard to see. Just found this blue one. My biggest sized, biggest chunky of the day. Not really rounded that well, but we'll take it.
Here's another little piece of urbanite that Walt collects. And then I just spotted a blue nuggie right here. couple of blue nuggies here. One here and one here. This is some type of coral fossil. That's really fun. Let's get it, dip it in the water and see what it looks like. Ooh, that water is cold. So you can see it a little bit better. That is a fun fossil. There's a nice chunky purple here. You can really see the purple. So we'll take that home. Here's a fun purple. Has these little nubbies on it.
Here's a type of urbanite that I collect. Sam and I just call it funny stone. I think it was part of a floor aggregate that's been tumbled and dry, but I pick up every single one I can find. And here's a little sea clear. I keep finding these little jemmies that are just kind of laying on a stone. So, finding quite a bit walking around on the dry area. Usually I just stick to the water's edge.
Here's a pretty piece of green slag here. So I found another purple heart. And then we have a piece of clear here. It's not exactly a gemmy, but it's nice and frosted. So we'll take it. Do you want to see what I found?
That's even better than the heart you gave me last week.
It is.
Wow. That's pretty cool. 2 weeks in a row, purple hearts.
Purple hearts.
Yeah.
Clear gemmy. There are several pieces of green slag here. So here's this really pretty swirly one. Here's this pretty light one. A little bit darker. Let's keep picking them up. That's all I'm going to pick up from that. There's a fun shape for some purple slag.
Found this beautiful little lucky stone. And a little piece of green. A little piece of blue. A little piece of green. Finding smaller things today, but it's beautiful. So I just picked that up. Cannot express just how beautiful the cognac green slag is.
Just found this nice little blue nuggie. So I just uncovered this beautiful little aqua piece. Walt collects tiny shells, so I'm going to pick up this tiny shell for him that I just found. You finding anything?
Found a lot of stuff, man. We've only been here about a half an hour.
Yeah, same.
Oh my goodness. That's quite a bit.
A lot of it's purple slag, because I figure we're probably going to be using that for our landscaping.
Yeah, I just said that. But this is nice aggregate here. We should hang out here for a second.
Yeah, I've been up here for a little bit.
Let's show them just how much purple can be on this beach.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. There's 10 in a random rock. That's how much glass is here.
Good job, baby.
There you go.
Here's an interesting piece of purple slag. It has these ridges in it, like it was pressed. It's kind of reddish, too. There's a couple bigger pieces of cobalt, or blue nuggies. There's one. There's one over here.
This is fun. I just found 3. Pretty aqua piece. So one of the more odd things we find on this beach are these little blue strings of glass. So of course we have a jar of that too. So I was picking up a piece and Samantha pointed out this lovely little piece of transferware. We love our transferware.
We do.
So I just found that beautiful little piece of green, more than likely from a local wine bottle.
I just heard, oh, what is that? Oh.
No clue
Huh.
what that is.
We're gonna have to look at that more when we get home, huh?
Yeah.
Nice, interesting find, baby.
There's a little green piece of slag with beautiful little fractals in it.
Oh, that's pretty, baby.
Thank you.
That's really pretty. It's funny how it makes those specific shapes.
Yeah.
Here's our feeder creek that we've referred to in other videos. It looks like they're doing some work to the beach. They really keep up with the maintenance of this beach. It's really incredible. I'd say this is probably one of the best like township park beaches that we've ever seen.
Yeah, it's looked the same since it just, if there's anything different, we just upgraded what they have.
Yeah. Walt just found a nice, well, that's a beautiful piece. A dark green glass. It's probably from a wine bottle, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Probably from one of the old wineries here.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful piece.
It is. You want to hold it up to the sun?
Sure.
That's pretty. Nice find, baby. Walt just said he found a big chunky of purple. Let's see what it is. Oh, nice, baby. That is a big chunky.
for the day.
Here's a chunky clear piece. It's not completely a gemmy, but it is really nice and frosted. Here, let's hold it up. Here's a piece of purple slag that I found that looks like it was probably broken in the waves, but you can see through a little bit of it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Here's a light aqua gemmy.
Looks like a beautiful little gemmy. Definitely my best find of the day so far. Look at this thing. That's just gorgeous. Probably an old insulator.
Here's a fun piece of urbanite. Oh, Walt just said baby. Of course, I have to pick up things along the way if I see them. Let's see what he found. Has to be really good if he called me from all the way down there. What'd you find, baby?
Ready for it?
I am. Whoa, that's gorgeous.
It really is. You want to hold it up to the sun?
I have things in my hands. Wow. And all those people down here,
yeah.
No one saw
I mean,
that.
that was sticking out like a sore thumb. I looked down, I was like, all right, that's my best find of the day so far.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Look at this piece of green right here.
Wow. You want to see something else?
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Okay.
Look at this heart.
Wow. You just keep finding hearts. 3 hearts and 2 trips.
3 hearts and 2 trips.
5 more and we can make an earthworm. That's pretty cool.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What'd you
That was
drop?
the little green one.
Oh, okay.
I can live without it.
Good find, baby.
Got another piece of that green wine bottle glass.
Here's a fun piece of green slag. It's very porous. It's a really pretty piece of swirly green slag. Here's one of the tiles we collect. That'll go in a jar with the rest of them. Well, we're about to head back up to the treasure truck. The wind's picking up, so it's a little bit chilly.
It's a good day though.
It was. So we'll see you up at the treasure truck. So we just made it back up to the treasure truck. It got a little windy there at the end and a little bit chillier. So Walt's ears were hurting.
Yes.
Yeah, and my fingers were really hurting.
It was a good beachcombing day.
It was. We had a lot of really good finds. A lot more finds than what we really could show, but
yeah, we definitely don't record everything.
yeah, it would probably end up being an hour-long video. We recorded everything.
Nobody wants that.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Fun trip. We did not find a red. We did not find the marbles.
No.
But we found lots of cool things, and let us know what your favorite find of the day is.
Yeah, we'd love to hear it. Just let us know in the comments. And subscribe to the channel.
Like and comment,
and hit the bell for notifications. We really appreciate you all.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.